I've seen a lot of films, but there are still big titles, whole countries, and entire years of cinema I haven't explored. This is Filling in the Gaps. Today I watched Elia Kazan's 1951 film A Streetcar Named Desire. The film largely follows Blanche, a struggling school teacher who moves to New Orleans to be with her sister and her downward spiral and butting of heads with her brother-in-law, Stanley. The film, having been based on a theatre production, had me eager to watch the performances of both Vivien Leigh and Marlon Brando. Brando is arguably his most famous self here, a rugged, tough and often very abusive husband, while Leigh plays such a fascinating character, one whose persona chops and changes, and personally had me unaware of who she truly was right until the very end. Their chemistry was phenomenal also. There's a spark of romance in the beginning, and then it's nothing but hatred and lies. And the dynamic is brilliant because you know Stanley's a horrible person, but simultaneously he's getting to the truth, which is bound to intrigue any viewer. I won't lie when I say I struggled a little bit at points with the film. I was quite tired while watching the film, to be fair, but I found myself a little bit confused as we went from one scene to another, and I think quite fortunately the film respected its audience and your ability to fill in the gaps. However, as a modern audience member, I think some of that context from the time was slightly lost on me, but that's not to say that the big emotional moments didn't grip me and that I wasn't wonderfully absorbed in the gorgeous cinematography and fantastic score that placed me right in the heart of New Orleans. The film is a very interesting examination of its time, taking into account the very normalised abusive marital relationships, as well as the mental health issues which would often be overlooked, as there was simply less studies going into them. I completely understand this film's iconic status. I just wished I was a bit more focused and maybe had done some reading beforehand as to acclimatise me for the viewing itself.